Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Edge TV's Network Strictly Business Show here on Thursday morning at 7 a.m. in Southern California. My name is Rich Wallace, and I will be your host for this morning. But we're going to have a short show this morning, so I'm going to mention it a couple more times so that you'll know that we're only going to be on for possibly a half an hour. We have another show coming up. And I wanted to talk about time management today, but we're showing poor time management by not being able to give you your full hour. So this is Strictly Business. My name is Rich Wallace, and what we do here is connect the dots on business. We had Miss Anderson on yesterday. Dr. E was fabulous in giving us structure and what we needed to do to get our business started. We had a lot of conversation in the chat, and we're going to be moving forward to be able to connect people and to be able to show you how you can easily run your business. Business is a very difficult process. There are so many different arms to in and out on what you need to do to be able to prepare yourself on your business. So it is very necessary that you have the details to be able to clue yourself in. And as I say, we're going to do a short session this morning because we wanted to get back into time management, but I've shown poor time management by not being able to complete a full hour here this morning on our new platform, on our new Twitter platform, and other things that we're doing here on Strictly Business. My name is Rich Wallace, and I really appreciate you showing up this morning and being a part of what we're doing here on our Business Connections. If you would like to be a part of our Strictly Business show, listen to Shelley.
Business owners are raving about the new talk show, Strictly Business with host Rich Wallace. Tune in as the top experts in business share their success stories, strategies, guidance, and advice to help you grow your business. With guests from the top companies to your favorite influencers, Strictly Business with host Rich Wallace is the show to watch for all things business. Our conversations are strictly business. We discuss new funding options, new business initiatives, best business practices, all things business explained. We provide you with the tips you need for your business, all in one morning business talk show. Be sure to tune in. Are you a business owner? Do you have a story to share? Are you able to help our audience? Then we want you on Strictly Business with host Rich Wallace. Visit the website at edgetvnetwork.net and select Be a Guest to schedule your appearance today.
And you can be on this show live on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday mornings. I would love to have a guest here today because that would make it easier. But hey, I'm here and I appreciate you being here. This is Strictly Business. My name is Rich Wallace, and we're going to have a short conversation on funding. Where do I get money from to start my business? How can I have money? Where is my skin in the game? I got a great idea. I got a great format. I even want a business plan. I am ready, but I've got no dough. I've got a budget, but I've got no money to put in the budget. Where's it going to come from? Well, there are several different ways. There's a lot of people who go into fundraising opportunities where they're raising money through the website, and fundraising opportunities are great, but you really got to know how to raise funds to be able to do that. You just can't put the GoFundMe page up and expect people to go there and donate money to a cause that you may or may not be clear on just yet because you're just getting started. So if you're going to create a GoFundMe page, you need to talk to the friends and family and people around you that are going to support you. And that's how you get your GoFundMe page to take off, is that you are out GoFunding people to the GoFundMe page so that you can get what you need to be able to move your business up. That's one of the ways to get started. Family and friends putting in donations. It's tough in our community. Family and friends don't necessarily donate to family and friends. They'll go out and buy a 401k and a 201 something and a this and a that. And then when the market drops, they'll lose money, but they couldn't give you a dime in opening up your restaurant. I understand and I appreciate that. So you can't get mad at family because they don't see your vision. But you have to move forward in your vision and be able to progress. I heard a famous preacher say one time, if you have a vision, God has the provision to be able to move your vision forward. So to move your vision forward, what do you have to do? You have to be moving forward. You've written that business plan and you've gone through it. You looked at it and you said, okay, I need money for this. I need money for this, but I don't need even money for this part. I can go to one of the websites and create my web page. I can do it myself. I can do this and I can do that, because you can always upgrade the website, the web page, the Facebook page, the Instagram page. You can always go in and improve on it. So a lot of times small businesses won't start because they don't have all the pieces. And as soon as I get this, I'm going to launch. And as soon as I get this, I'm going to launch. No, launch, and you will get that. If you start the race, you can end the race. But if you're at the starting line and you don't have any sneakers, you still got feet. So you can still run. I mean, it may be a little bit rough on your feet, and which means that you have not walked around without shoes for a while, but you got to figure out when was shoes invented. They didn't always have shoes, and people were walking in very, very strange situations with rocks and hot heat and this and that, and still being able to make the race. So I'm saying to you, if you're going to be in the race, get in the race. Start your run. I told a gentleman just the other day, we were speaking, and I said, you got to chase the rabbit. He said, well, I don't know whether to chase the rabbit or the duck. The progress is in the chase. Yes, it is. I mean, it's like that in a relationship. The guy that's chasing the girl and, doing the flowers and opening up the doors and doing all of these things, he's in the chase. But once he gets to where he thinks he's comfortable and he stops the chase, which usually ends the relationship, which usually ends the business. You must, even in business, you have to continue to chase the dream. You won't get to the dream. As Dr. King said, if you see the mountaintop, you're at the end. And when he said that, I've seen the mountaintop. He knew he was going to be at the end. So the race was beginning to be over for him because he'd seen the ending. So if you haven't seen your progress or your ending, you're still in the chase, and you have to continue to move to make it happen. If there's no movement in you, there's no movement in your business. If there's no movement in you, there's no movement in your personal relationships with your wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, buddy, your dog. If you're not growing and you and your dog are hanging out and there's still no growth, y'all doing the same thing you were doing from 19 to 40. I heard a good preacher friend of mine say, if you're doing the same thing that you were doing last year and there's no growth, you're in sin. You don't have to worry about drinking, smoking, and running around and doing all this other kind of stuff that necessarily they call bad. You're doing bad because you're not progressing. Progress is good no matter how it looks. If you move 10 feet forward and then all of a sudden you get knocked 3 feet back, that means that 3 feet of stuff that you did wasn't necessary. So you got to keep moving to get that 10 feet up, to get that 10 feet forward. Move, 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 move. The progress is in the movement. I'm going to take a real short break, and I'll be back with you in just a second.
Good news for the Southern California business community. Now you can add your business to the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce Business Directory complimentary. We have been working tirelessly to build a list of Black-owned enterprises in Southern California. This is an excellent way for you to be a part of an expansive network and find your ideal customers, business partners, and vendors. So don't waste time. Visit blackchamberofcommerce.org today and add your business today.
Today, add your business today. It takes 2 minutes. Log on to blackchamberofcommerce.org. Go to Business Directory, click on that, fill out the application, hit send, and someone on our end will approve that to be sure that you're a legitimate business and that you're trying to get more business. It doesn't cost you a dime to be a part of it. And hey, the great part about it is you don't have to be a minority business to do that. You just have to be in business. Corporate America is looking for minority businesses. They are looking for businesses to participate with. Let me tell you guys, this is a window. This is a short window of trying to help Black people. Mainstream America. This is a very short window. And if you don't take advantage of it now, you're going to be like the .com thing that passed you up. And and I'm kind of glad maybe the crypto thing passed you up, according to what I'm hearing in the news. I had a little bit of that, but I got rid of it pretty quick. I'm not sure how people came out with that. We did have some people coming on talking about the advantages of it and these type of things. But one of the great statements that a friend of ours made is that don't use any money that you can't afford to lose. It's like going to Vegas. It's like going to the casino. If you take all of your money to the casino, that was not a smart thing, because one more roll, one more pool, one more number spot is what you're reaching for, and then there's no place to stop. Well, when I get to $1,000, I'm gonna stop. But I'm on a roll now that I got $1,000, so I can keep rolling. If you're thinking about it like that, your business needs to progress that way. I've got one more roll. If you woke up this morning and you're listening, or you woke up and you're not listening, you've seen this on tape, and you are moving your fingers, your hand, your head, your body, your hips, your feet, it's time to move them in a direction that you're going to progress. If you don't progress daily, that's a day wasted. How many of you have days to waste? I know at my age, I don't have time to waste. I don't have time to put into relationships or businesses or things that are not gonna work. And you know right away if they're not gonna work. You know right away if it's not going to work. And there's an old series says, hire slow, fire fast. Don't let people hang on to you. And you know what? Don't you hang on to people. Because sometimes it ain't about the people that's hanging on you. It's about you. Oh, I can't let Bobo go. I just need Bobo around. I need him to help me. I need her to make me feel this dynamite. I needed to have her make me feel dynamite. I had one of those. And when they turn on you, you feel, oh, nothing. I've lost everything. No, what you lost was Bobo. What you lost was that chain, and it fell off. There's a gospel song that said chains falling off. So I'm not sure how it goes, but there's a situation that when you get released from that relationship that was so hard for you to get out of, time to make a move. Time to show that person, those people, that business that, I will survive. I will make it. I will push it. I will move through. I will increase. And that's what you have to do. You have to increase your business. And to increase your business, you got to increase your personal relationship. You can't have a messed up personal relationship and a fantastic business. For those people that are walking out the door, spit, shine, tie, beautiful dress, hair combed, everything is great, and you walking out the door going to do your thing, but you left your house in a mess. That's not going to work. You left your place in a mess, because when you get back, what's there? A mess is waiting for you, and you will be going back because that's where you live. So you have to be able to change that thing and make it your environment around you says who you are and what you are. Now, I don't wash my cars every day. I'd like to, and I have a friend of mine that does. But his environment around him, I feel good when I get with him, because he ain't got a whole bunch of papers in his front seat and his back seat. Like my car is my office, but it's organized for me. Now, what I'm doing in 2023, I'm organizing it for you. I'm organizing it if I can't make this, which is my problem. Excuse me, my thing today. If I can't make this Strictly Business show, which is strictly business, which is about you moving forward, which is about us moving forward and getting the numbers that we need to be able to broadcast live on Twitter, and YouTube and Facebook and LinkedIn and our own network, Edge TV. So as we are logging in to move forward, we have to be prepared. We use the virtual background because what? Is there a mess in the background? Is there a destructive situation that you can't take? And on tomorrow's video, we're gonna talk about backgrounds. We're gonna talk about how we are able to move forward without having a mess, because in the advertising, business, one of the things that they always say is garbage in, garbage out. Yeah, garbage in, garbage out. If you start with a mess, guess what? You're gonna end with a mess. There's no possible way for it to be any better because it's messed up. And the biblical principle say, and I'm not sure if I got the word right, but you have a retrograde mind. Your mindset has to change. You have to change what's in here to be able to change. Well, let me go back. You have to change what's in here, in your heart. You got to change what's in here so that you can change what's in here. You have to figure out, okay, how can I shake this bad relationship? How can I shake this bad business? All of a sudden, I've invested all of this into this business, and I finally realized that, man, not only am I not making any money, I'm losing money every day. I'm losing relationships every day. I'm losing this and I'm losing that. And it takes a loss to learn. I don't like to look at things as a loss. I like to look at them as a lesson. So when you go to college or when you take a seminar course and all of this, and you invest money, $1,000 into this course and $500 into this course, and you take those courses and you get back, and if you don't put what you've learned to action, action is the key. Action is the key. Preparation is very important, but preparation with no action is nothing. Action without preparation will lead you to preparation. You get out in the middle of the field and you go, man, I didn't prepare. I don't have a hat and it's burning up out here. Well, the next day you go out, you'll know to prepare for get a hat. So if you started your business and you didn't prepare yourself, we had Dr. E on yesterday, and Dr. E was talking about preparations, C Corps, S Corps, LLCs, individuals, partnerships. What do you need to do? And one of the things that Dr. E said yesterday is that she gives you an hour to discuss what your vision is. And she's not there, or any other strategist, not just Dr. E, any other strategist is not there to crush your vision. They're there to allow it to eliminate in a big picture for you to be able to see it. So if you're baking cakes and if I sell 5 cakes a day, I'm going to be okay. But a strategist is there so you can sell 50 cakes a day, and to prepare you on the type of mixers and blenders and these kinds of things that you need to be able to prepare yourself to be able to multiply yourself. And I say that if you're in business and you are not thinking of multiplying yourself, and I got to be hands-on, I got to be there, and I got to be there. That's not a business, that's a job. If you got to go to your business, if you got to go to your business every day for it to function, you don't have a business. I'm just telling you, you don't. You have a good job, and you're a supervisor, and you probably will be there forever. And doing a great job and making things work, that's what you can do. But it will never grow to the capacity that it needs to grow to because you're not preparing for it. You got to prepare for growth every day. Every day, you have to prepare for growth. Well, I didn't have any growth today from this customer. I didn't have nobody come in today. Nobody bought gas. Nobody came into the gas station and bought potato chips. Nobody did this. Nobody did that. But what did you do? Were you doing anything to drive traffic to you? Driving traffic your way is so necessary for you to be able to figure out what these things are doing. So you have to drive your traffic, moving it in the direction that you need to move it to, so that when parked cars come, you're there with your rag and your soap or whatever it is you're doing. You're there with tuning up the radio, fixing the antennas, making things happen. This is the end of 2022. It's over. December 1st, it's over. If you're not planning for February, you're in trouble. Taxes is January. We got holidays. You got New Year's. You got this. You got all of these things. Okay. Do you already know? And you probably already know which New Year's Eve party you're going to. You probably already know that. So do you know which tax forms you're going to be turning in New Year's? Do you know what other parts is your business going to grow in January, February, March, April, and May? Have you been able to establish these things that are going to make your business blossom? Sitting still is sitting still. That's why they call it still, because it don't move. You ever seen a piece of steel move without somebody picking it, moving it? And if it's still, you need two people to move it. We get back to where's your help? Where is your process at? And yeah, I got it. I hear it all the time. Well, I can't find nobody to do this, and I can't find nobody to do that. You know what? If you're moving forward, those people will find you. Remember the statement, if you have a vision, God has the provision for you, and you have to move in that. You know, when they talked about the manna falling from heaven to feed the people and the birds and all of this kind of stuff, guess what? They had to go out and get it. They still had to go outside. It didn't fall on the fire and just cook itself. They still had to prepare and move forward to make things happen. This is what we're going to be talking about the rest of this month, going into 2023. Time management, scheduling. If you don't have a 2023 calendar already, trouble. Now, I know the Google Calendar online, the LinkedIn calendar, the Outlook calendar, whichever one you decide to use, I suggest you use that. I'm old school. Get your book. They're a little expensive in January. They're cheaper in June, but June and a half the year's over with. So get you a book so you can make notes in, because you don't always have access to the computer. And I know I got my phone with me all the time, and the phone is this and the phone is that. But if the battery dies, we're trying to work out a program that we're doing in Long Beach. And the guy goes, "Well, our computer's down, so I can't give you what's on the calendar." What? You telling me I can't plan my February and March event because your computer's not working and you don't have access to your calendar? For real? Don't be trapped. Don't let the internet or social media trap you so you can't do what you need to do. And if you remember a few months back, we were not able to do our show because we had problems with our internet. The great people at Spectrum, I had to call them. So I was handicapped to them. So what we did was we went out and bought some hotspots that didn't attach to that, so that we would remove the excuse that we had to be able to stop. Remove the problem before it's a problem. Come on, y'all. You know what the problem is. You see it every day. But if you don't remove it, if you don't step into it to make some changes in it, you're just going to be stuck like a duck. So, and that's the last thing you want to do, is be stuck because so-and-so didn't do this. This person didn't show up. I had a guy that was going to park cars and he didn't show up. So now I got cars all over the place and people are complaining and this and that. Hey, you didn't prepare for the guy that didn't show up. Well, they were supposed to. Okay, they didn't. So what's your backup plan? Always have one. Always be ready for somebody to not do their job. That's why they call them people. I had restaurants for 7-8 years. If the cook didn't come in, we still had to sell fried chicken. The people still pulled up to the window to go, "Can I get 2-piece ready to go?" Hey, why our cook didn't show up? So, what? You there? Drop the chicken in the grease. You're there. Oh, I'm the manager. I'm the this. What you are is somebody that didn't make plans or preparation for things that may not happen. If you jump and there's no net, there's concrete down there. So you always got, and if most of you, as a parent, you're used to having a net because you got children. You're used to saying, "Let me get in front of this kid," because he running forward and looking behind. And what they gonna do? Look where you're going. Don't look at your errors and your mistakes. Yeah, know that they're there so you don't make them again. But that's not what you're built on. You're not built on errors and problems. You have to be able to move forward. So when you have technical glitches, like somebody's telling me I had a technical glitch and this and that, I have technical glitches too. But you have to figure out a way for that technical glitch. If it caught you off guard today, man, I had a technical glitch. I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that because my internet. Okay, prepare yourself for that technical glitch next time because it's going to happen. Because we don't control the internet. We pay the bill, but we don't control it. I mean, we pay the bill, we make it happen, but we don't have what it takes to have our own. I had a young lady that was with us for a while, which I truly miss. She had her own server. I'm like, whoa, that was pretty cool. I thought that was dynamite. To have your own server, to have your own stuff. And I believe in that. When we did catering, I very rarely rented things. We had everything we need. Now, if you're going to have what you need, you got to have a place to store it. If you're going to have round tables that fit 8 to 10 people and you don't want to rent them every time you do something, then you got to have a place to store it. And if you have a place to store things, then you can move forward. Your focus is to constantly have action and to move forward. If you do not have action and you're not moving forward, you're just standing there watching everybody go by and blaming something. Oh, he's real lucky. Yeah, his grandma gave him some money. That helped him. But you have to multiply. You have to multiply what you have. If you got $10 today and you hit Jack in the Box drive-through, now you got one. Come on. That's the wrong dog to hunt. You have to be able to understand how to prepare yourself for what's really going to happen. You're in business. And as a customer, I really don't care that you had, and it's a terrible thing to say, I really don't care that you had a tragedy in your family. I'm in the drive-thru trying to pick up chicken. I'm in the store trying to buy paint, and you don't have paint, or you're not open. Fine says you open at 6 a.m. I'm here at 7:15. Oh, I got stuck in traffic. No, you need to prepare for that traffic to be there, even if it's not there. If you don't prepare for errors and action to come your way, guess what? When errors and action come your way, remember you are stuck like a duck. You can't move. So you have to be able to get yourself, and when I tell you to partner up with people and depend on folks to do things, but you know people's personality. You know that this person says that I'm gonna be there at 6 o'clock and I miss it. And you know that person is always late. You know that. You know for a fact that Mary Sue is gonna be late. I know she said she'd be here at 6, but she's always 10 minutes late. So you gotta tell Mary Sue, listen, we start at 5:15. We start at this time. And prepare yourself for that person not to show up. Prepare yourself to be ready to move forward. This is Strictly Business. My name is Rich Wallace, and I've enjoyed you being a part of what we're doing. And I would like for you to go to the Black Chamber of Commerce.
Good news for the Southern California business community. Now you can add your business to the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce Business Directory complimentary. We have been working tirelessly to build a list of Black-owned enterprises in Southern California. This is an excellent way for you to be a part of an expansive network and find your ideal customers, business partners, and vendors. So don't waste time. Visit blackchamberofcommerce.org today and add your business today.
Listen, when he says don't waste time, that's what it means. Take a second. I mean, you can do this while you're listening to me. You pull it up and sign your business in. It's complimentary. And if it doesn't get any business from you to you, so what? You're there. And you can say, hey, you can find me in the directory. Now, I have people, and I've done it, and these are the most dangerous things that we have today. because we count on them. We rely on them. And I've got people now that come, oh, let me get your card. And they don't have business cards anymore. They, oh, put this up here and zap it. And okay, all right. Now you got all my information in your phone, but I don't remember your name. How am I going to find it? Yeah, think about that for a second. I have no idea. I met you for 2.5 seconds. You zapped, and you're a automotive repair guy, and you zapped all of your information in my phone. And if I don't remember who you are, because I'm old, just me, if I don't remember what you do, I can never ever find you. You are lost. It's like looking for you on the internet. How many automotive businesses are on the internet? How many are around the corner from your house? If you don't have the wherewithal to find it in your phone, and to know what your calendar is, because this is the direction we're going, is calendar and planning and calendar for 2023. You should have all of your normal dates booked in your calendar, whether it's a Google calendar or an Outlook calendar or a paper calendar, which I use. If you have that and you went through January and you say, well, I know this is what happens on the 15th of January. I know that I'm going to be at a Martin Luther King parade. I know this is Black History Month. I know I'm going to go to this lunch and it's always here. I know in March I'm doing this, and I know in January I'm doing this. And I know when my birthday comes, I need 3 days off. So I want to mark that. I know I'm going to take a vacation. I don't know where I'm going, but I know I want to take a vacation in June or July. Plan it. Don't be last minute, because you know what they say about y'all. They don't say it about me. They say that about y'all. Black people always last minute. That dog don't hunt. Don't do that. Get yourself together so you will know. I'm here to do that for 2023. 2022 is over. Your Christmas party should already be planned. You should not be sending out cards for your Christmas. Oh, we're gonna have a big Christmas party. I'm gonna tell people, no, the dates already. I already know which Christmas parties I'm going to. And most of you already know which New Year's Eve function you're gonna go to. You should go to church, but whatever you're gonna do, you do it. And you bring in 2023 strong, mighty, and production-wise. This is what we're going to do. And if you need to partner with someone in 2023 to get your business to grow, start going through that list of who you can partner with. Look at those people that are doing something similar to you. And that's going to be, complementary to your business and to you, not just the business, because you can be a great complementary to my business and a great thing to make me move forward. But you and I don't get along. I don't like you. I don't like looking at you. I don't like talking to you. So how is that going to help? Because every day I'm walking around you on pins and needles. And it's really not always about money. It really is not always about money. It's about being comfortable. Peace of mind is better than a piece of anything, anytime. So you must have a peace of mind and a functionality to be able to grow in what you're doing. And I can't grow in a touchy environment. You just can't grow if you can't think outside of the box. If I can't say to you, listen, I don't think we should go that way. The freeway is going to be crowded. The 10 freeway is backed up like a train. I go to 10 freeway every time I go into the city. I don't take no other freeway because that's, okay. All right, then you have somebody that's set on what they're going to do. And if you can work with that, that's great. But you got to be comfortable with it. And if you're not comfortable with working with a person that is unwilling to make any changes or any adjustments, then that's going to be tough. We've got a bunch of Martin Luther King events coming up in January in Palm Springs and in San Bernardino and in Long Beach and in Inglewood and other areas that we're all a part of. And I was explaining to the team the other day, you got to be able to pivot. So if the group that we are hiring or the bus don't come, the this, the don't, you got to walk on the ball of your feet if you're in business, and you got to be able to pivot. And if you can't pivot, you may not have to pivot, but it is necessary to know that if this door doesn't open, we have a way out of the room. It's very necessary. And with the world that we live in today, there are practicing law enforcement are going out and say, if there's an active shooter, how do you get out of this room? They're preparing for somebody to come in and act a fool. That's what they're doing. And they're preparing you for it. And you need to be prepared for it because you don't know who's going to come in and act a fool, as well as you don't know who's going to come in and do the right thing. So if you're not open at 6 when the sign says 6, and I'm there to buy all of the couches you got in the store, I need 34 couches because I'm doing a TV something and I need a whole bunch of couches. And I show up at your door at 6:15 and you, well, I'm on the freeway. I'll be there in a little while. What? No, business people open on time, even if there are no customers. And I say to people all the time, what does your sign say? If you're going to open at 7, change your sign. I did not feel up to doing this morning. I'm going to tell you. I got a cold. I got. What? Now, what I got is Strictly Business TV show that starts at 7 a.m. that I need to be on. And you need to be here. And if you don't show up, I'm here. That's what I do. When we get to our networking mixers with the Black Chamber of Commerce, and we're networking from the desert to the sea with our 15 chapters with people coming out, and there's 45 people in Long Beach, and there's 25 in Palm Springs, and there's another 60 in the Inland Empire. But in Riverside, we went and there's nobody showing up. We don't cancel the meeting. We still have the meeting. Because if you didn't show up, the meeting goes on. And I tell you right now, people listen, showing up is half the job. Why are you going over here? Showing up is half the job. If people see you, they know you're there. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to do anything. Now, you should be doing something. You should be networking. You should be connecting. But if you walk in the room and walk through the room, you were there. And I showed up. And when people start talking, they talking to each other and they go, Rich was here, but he left. What they say? What was the good part? He was here. And what was the other good part? He left. So that means what? He had someplace else to go. There was another event that we needed to cover. So if you cover, half the job is showing up. I'm telling you, in business, half the job is opening up your store, being there, and being ready for the first customer. Half the job is being at a networking function. Half the job is going to the luncheon that costs $60 and all you got is a sandwich and a salad, and it ain't about the $60. It's not about the money and the food that's on the plate. It's about the people that's in the room. And I need to meet this guy from the utility company, and he's going to be speaking over here, and that luncheon costs $60. Whoa, $60? For a sandwich and a salad and a glass of tea. I don't even drink tea. But the in the room is what counts. So people ask me, why do you go to all of this stuff? Why do you go to the Congressional Black Caucus? Because there's probably 4,000 Black business people there, plus the politicians, plus the entertainers. And I'm looking to meet folks. Why do you go to this? I went to a conference in DC and I met the vice president of ARCO, BP, was it BF, BP Oil, sitting there in the lobby. Oh, I'm vice president of this. Really? Oh, how can I use this in my life? Is it necessary for me to know the vice president of an oil company, high as oil prices are? Trying to get them on the show, but they don't want to be beat up because people are going to be complaining about oil prices. But how can you be able to do and know the things that you need to know if you're not connected and going out to things? I have people tell me, oh, Rich know everybody. No, I don't know nobody. I try to leave, for lack of a better term, I try to leave a scent in the room so that people remember who we are. Because it's not about Rich Wallace, it's about the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce from the desert to the sea. Joining our organization is what it takes to help you move forward. It's $200 a year to be a member at blackchamberofcommerce.org. And when you go there, you'll see that we have many things. We have a newsletter, a hard copy, as well as an internet copy that we put out every month with tips on how to do certain things in business and how to drive your business forward and how to move to the next level. And is it time for you to move to the next level? Because it may not be. I know, and I have to share this. When we had one restaurant, man, I could do that with my eyes closed. We had 2, no problem. 3, I was managing, it got a little tough with 3, a little over 100 people. But when we winded up with 7, oh, That was another nut to crack. What? You got 300 people working for you, and 75 of them are calling off every day? Oh, I ain't got no babysitter. Oh, I ain't got this. What is your backup plan? So I had to talk to my managers and stuff. Oh, I can't be in 7 places at one time. You got to have people in place, and you got to have people that are responsible to do the thing. Now, here's the catch-22. You got to pay them. If you want good people, you got to pay good money. And if you're paying good money, you got to get good business. So somebody's got to be out marketing that business, promoting that paint store, because there's a bunch of paint stores. There's a bunch of people selling paint, and paint just go on the wall. But you got a paint store. So you're in competition with all the other paint stores. Now, I'm going to take the word competition out, because I don't believe that I'm in competition with anyone. Because my paint store has me in it, has my name on it, and no one can be you. No one can fix, sell, mix, bottle, get paint ready to go out the door better than you. I know Home Depot got a machine that shakes it up and moves it around. I know that. I've seen it happen. But your little paint store on the corner, as that paint is being shucking up, how you doing? How's things going with you? Why are you choosing this color? How much is your wall got to be? And if people love talking to people that are going to move forward and that are going to help them progress certain things to get things to happen. Moving forward is the key to what we're doing and to make things happen. So as you progress and move forward and try to make things work, that's what a business person does. So you can't walk around with your suit and tie on all day long and go, I own liquor store. We got this kind of business and we got that kind of business. Young people will pull up and come in, but there's a liquor store in every corner. What's going to make you different from them? We have a charter school in San Bernardino. Just had a meeting the other day, and there are, and I'm counting them, I think there's 14 different charter schools within 15 miles or 20 miles of where our school is. What's going to make us different? They all give high school diplomas. They all help the at-risk kids. They all do this. They all do that. They all do that. But when you graduate from high school, what do they do for you? So we are developing something that's different from the rest, because you can't be us and we can't be you. But what we can do is make sure that we have a mindset that we can change the things that you're dealing with. Because if you're 16 to 30 and you didn't finish the traditional high school, you're missing some parts. I don't care. I'm smart. I know how to spell, read, write, and do arithmetic. Okay, but you're missing some parts. Even if you were homeschooled. I'm not against homeschool, so don't y'all start writing me and telling me I'm not against homeschool. But there's a connection with the other students that you didn't get. There's some social things that you didn't get because you got reading, writing, arithmetic, and you got that down and you're a smart person, but you may have a sharp tongue. You may not know how to tell people to be quiet because all you know is shut up. I don't want to hear it. Open up your mouth, open up your heart, open up your vision to be able to have what you need to move people forward. And if you're not in the people moving business, ask yourself, what business am I in? Do I count on people? Well, I don't count on people. I'm me, I'm this, I'm that. Well, you count on people to do something. If you're an electrician, a plumber, you need those people's sink to stop up. You need the power, you need the switch to not work when they're flipping it, because that's the only reason they're gonna call you. That's the only reason. And how do I find you? If you're not in the Black Chamber of Commerce business directory at blackchamberofcommerce.org, how do I find you? Oh, I'm on Facebook. So is 5 million other plumbers and electricians. Oh, and those are in DC or Chicago or someplace else. Where's the local people at? Is there a local situation? Because I just need a guy around the corner to come around here and fix this switch before my wife get home, before my husband get home, before my kids get home, or whatever it is you need to do to make things move forward. This is what this is about today, is moving forward, is to progress. If you're in the same position today that you were in 2021, in December 1st of 2021, December 1st of 2022, and nothing has progressed in your life, you wasted an entire year. Well, I've been planning all year. Okay, now that that plan is done, when are you going to implement some action? When are you going to turn the button on? Turning it on is what it's about, and moving forward. This is Rich Wallace with Strictly Business on Edge TV Network. If you're looking to be a guest on our show, Shelly will tell you how to do that. And listen.
Business owners are raving about the new talk show, Strictly Business with host Rich Wallace. Tune in as the top experts in business share their success stories, strategies, guidance, and advice to help you grow your business. With guests from the top companies to your favorite influencers, Strictly Business with host Rich Wallace is the show to watch for all things business. Our conversations are strictly business. We discuss new funding options, new business initiatives, best business practices, all things business explained. We provide you with the tips you need for your business, all in one morning business talk show. Be sure to tune in. Are you a business owner? Do you have a story to share? Are you able to help our audience? Then we want you on Strictly Business with host Rich Wallace. Visit the website at edgetvnetwork.net and select Be a Guest to schedule your appearance today.
Yes, I was checking messages. I'm sorry. Multitasking and got caught. But I am paying attention to what we're doing. This is Strictly Business, and this is what we're doing today is business. I am trying to connect you. I want you to be connected. And if you need to be connected, go to the blackchamberofcommerce.org and sign up as a member. We've got 15 chapters from the desert to the sea. Palmdale, Lancaster, San Gabriel Valley, which is the Pasadena, California area. We belong to the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce in Washington, D.C. that oversees hundreds of Black Chambers of Commerce across the United States. Mr. Lon Busby is our president and our leader out of the U.S. Black Chamber of Commerce. Great guy to know, great leader. We also have one in Long Beach. We also have one in Culver City. We also have one in two in the Inland Empire, one in Pomona, Palm Springs, Victorville, Barstow, Temecula. Man, we are all over the place. So there's no excuse for you not to be able to get what you need. And I say this again, I say this full-heartedly. If you don't like us, and it's probably me, if you find another organization that fits your need, join them. Be a part of something. Don't be on the island alone. Because if you're on there all alone, when the fire starts, you're gonna be so excited. What was it, Tom Hanks? Fire! You know, you created something, but nobody can see it. It's like playing golf when nobody's on the golf course and you hit a hole in one. Who you gonna tell? Who needs to know? So make yourself visible. You can make you famous today. With all of the platforms and all of the opportunities that you have with the internet access, and you can do what you need to do. And I'm here to tell you that you can do it. And if you don't believe you can do it I can't do it because I tell people today, I have an elephant in my driveway every morning. Try to figure out how to get around it. Can't figure out how to get around it, but I got to get out. I got to go. I got to go make some things happen. We need to make some things happen. It's not about me making things happen. It's about us showing up where happening is happening. And if you show up where it's happening, then you're in the mix. Remember, showing up is half the job. Showing up, getting dressed, getting out. Working from home is great. It's fantastic. I ain't gotta waste no gas. I'm just sending out emails. I'm doing this, and are you progressing? Are you getting more customers while you're sitting there working from home? Are you doing what you need to do to move your business forward? Or you just vacuuming because I'm working from home? I'm doing the laundry because I'm working from home. I'm doing this because I'm working from home. No, you need to do that when you get off work. When you shut your doors at 5:30, 6 o'clock, 7, 8, 9, 10, when, entrepreneurs are never off and are up early doing whatever they need to do to make business move forward. So if you're doing these things and making the progress so that you can move forward, it is necessary to move your business in the right direction. Listen, I was only going to be on for a half an hour, and y'all know I started running my mouth, and we started talking about different things that we needed to do. We're going to have another guest on tomorrow. We had Dr. E on, which talked about strategies yesterday, which talked about LLCs and all of the different things that you need to be able to begin your business. And if you don't know which way to go, whether to do an LLC or an S Corp or C Corp or an individual, join the Black Chamber of Commerce. We can connect you with some people that can give you what those options are. Not tell you what to do, but if you're an LLC, this is what's happening, this is what's happening, this is what's happening. If you're an S Corp, this is what's happening. Dr. E suggested yesterday that you start out as a sole proprietor. That way you find out even if you like it, because the vision of me having a great idea of baking cakes, once you get past, if the 15th cake don't taste like the first cake, you might have a problem. You might have to set up a system as a franchise, which is, I'm from the franchise industry. My restaurants were franchised. Most of them, we had 2, 3 that were not franchises, but we followed the pattern so every burger tastes the same. You really can't go to a Mickey D's and find a different burger. It tastes the same. They have a system. And if your system is not in place so that you can be doing what you need to do, I got a system, but I'm still not doing anything, then you need to look at the system. Yeah. Because just because you created a system don't mean it's the great system. Because you have to be able, remember the word we used earlier today, pivot. You have to be able to pivot to the right or to the left, to be able to make changes. Change is good sometimes, and sometimes it's bad. People leaving you, sometimes it's good. Sometimes you are hanging on to a person that you don't even need. You are hanging on to somebody just because they make you feel good. And, I talked earlier about being in partnership or working with somebody that you really don't like. That's mostly an ethnic thing. The past president, Barack Obama, and the first lady before him, Hillary Clinton, if you remember when they were running for office, they talked about each other real, real bad. She said some things that made you want to Will Smith her. He said some things that make you want to Will Smith him. So it is necessary for you to be cohesive with people that can make your progress move forward. And sometimes you have to swallow your pride, because this person over here really knows what to do when you get past 15 cakes. This person needs to know what to do when you're doing a certain thing. We were getting in the TV game, and I didn't really understand what the job of the producer was. But sometimes the producer's job is to make sure that there's enough parking for the cars that are coming to film the show. Because if there's no place to park your car when you're coming out to do your job, the producer, the directors, and all of those people up top have made sure that there's a place for you to park. Sometimes making sure that the lunch is prepared when it's time to take a break is necessary. Because if I've been filming and working from you till 5 a.m. and now it's 11:30, 12 o'clock, and you're just now ordering lunch, no. You have to figure out what's going to happen, which means it's a chess game. You must think 3 to 4 moves ahead. And if you don't play chess, I suggest you go online and learn. Because moving ahead, preparing yourself for if this person moves this and if they move this, you already know, you prepared yourself. Because chess is an attack and a protection game where you have to move forward, but you still have to protect your home base. That's what that is. This is Strictly Business. My name is Rich Wallace, and I've enjoyed spending time with you this morning. And I hope that you've enjoyed spending time with us, that you will tune in tomorrow morning and you will see that Strictly Business is Strictly Business. So thank you so much for coming out today, and we'll see you at 7 a.m. tomorrow.